Do you ever wonder what some of the most popular toys in child cereals were? Ah, the childhood cereal toy phenomenon, a delightful quirk of yesteryears that brought an extra layer of joy to breakfast time. It was a simple concept, really, but one that caused a stir of anticipation and excitement that made the first meal of the day an event to look forward to. Imagine this. It's a typical weekday morning. You've just woken up, still rubbing the sleep from your eyes. You shuffle into the kitchen, your appetite not quite awake yet. But then, you spot the box of cereal on the breakfast table. The colorful images on the front are inviting, yes, but what truly catches your eye is the promise of a hidden surprise inside. A toy! Suddenly, breakfast isn't just about fueling up for the day ahead, it's a treasure hunt, an adventure waiting to unfold. For many of us, these cereal toys were more than just simple trinkets. They were tiny tokens of joy, nuggets of unexpected happiness tucked away in the midst of the mundane. They sparked our imagination, transformed our breakfast bowls into playgrounds, and made us feel like every day held a new surprise. And it wasn't just about the toy itself. Oh no, half the fun was in the anticipation. The feel of the plastic-wrapped toy beneath your fingers as you dug into the cereal box. The thrill of not knowing what you'd find. The exhilaration when you finally unearthed your prize. These are experiences that were etched into our memories, experiences that turned ordinary breakfasts into extraordinary moments. But let's not forget the toys themselves. From tiny figurines to build-it-yourself models, from collectible cards to quirky gadgets, these toys reflected the trends of the time, the pop culture phenomena that captured our hearts and our imaginations. Now, we invite you to take a trip down memory lane as we delve into the world of childhood cereal toys. Today, we will explore the top 5 most popular toys in child cereals. So, grab your spoons and cereal bowls, and let's embark on this delightful journey together. Our countdown begins with number 5. Brace yourself for a journey down memory lane as we take a look at the top 5 most popular toys found in child cereals. These are the treasures that made morning breakfasts an adventure. In our selection, we've used a blend of criteria to determine the top 5. Firstly, popularity. Which toys were most sought after by kids and parents alike? Secondly, uniqueness. Which toys stood out in their design or function, sparking creativity and imagination? And finally, impact. Which toys left a lasting impression, becoming iconic parts of our childhood memories? Each of these toys has its own story to tell, a story of joy, surprise, and sometimes the thrill of the hunt. They've graced our cereal boxes, brightened our mornings, and filled our playtimes with fun. So, without further ado, let's dive into the world of child cereal toys with the 5th place holder. At number 5, we have the miniature car racing set. This tiny marvel was more than just a toy. It was a phenomenon that drove kids wild with excitement. These were no ordinary toy cars. They were tiny, shiny replicas of real-world racing cars, complete with decals and even teeny-tiny drivers at the wheel. Kids would zoom these miniature cars across the kitchen table, turning breakfast time into a thrilling race to the finish line. The cereal box served as the grandstand, the spoon was the victory trophy, and the bowl of cereal was the perilous water trap. The creativity and imagination that this toy sparked were truly remarkable. The miniature car racing set wasn't just popular for its play value, it was also a hit because it gave children a sense of ownership and control. They could decide the rules of the race, the layout of the track, and even the fate of the drivers. This toy empowered kids, making them feel like the masters of their own tiny universe. The impact of this toy on children and the cereal brand was profound. It not only increased cereal sales, but also instilled a lifelong love for racing and cars in many children. The miniature car racing set was more than a cereal toy. It was a cherished childhood memory. This toy certainly made breakfast time more fun. Now, on to number 4. Coming in at number 4 is the iconic miniature cereal box puzzles. These tiny brain teasers were more than just a delightful surprise hidden at the bottom of the cereal box. They were an invitation to a world of challenge and fun that kick-started many a child's day. These miniature puzzles were an ingenious concept. They were actual, miniaturized replicas of the cereal box itself, but with a twist. Each side of the box was a different puzzle to be solved. Kids would eagerly assemble and disassemble these puzzles, trying to piece together the different images. The puzzles ranged from simple to challenging, ensuring that children of all ages found something to enjoy. The miniature cereal box puzzles were a hit because they weren't just toys. They were an interactive experience that engaged the mind and fostered problem-solving skills. Children would wake up looking forward to breakfast, eager to discover a new puzzle and solve it before the school bus arrived. The popularity of these puzzles had a fantastic impact on the cereal brands too. Sales soared as children clamored for more boxes, more puzzles. The excitement these tiny toys brought to the breakfast table was palpable. They turned a routine meal into a grand adventure, making breakfast the best part of the day for many kids. This toy certainly added a dash of excitement to the breakfast table. But wait till you see our top 3. Number 3 on our list is the miniature maze game. This toy was an absolute classic, a pocket-sized labyrinth that was both fun and challenging. The beauty of this toy was in its simplicity. It was a small, transparent sphere with a tiny silver ball inside. The objective was to tilt and turn the sphere to navigate the ball through the complex network of walls and holes, finally guiding it to the center. The miniature maze game was more than just a toy. It was a test of coordination, patience, and problem-solving. It was a game that could be played alone, challenging yourself to beat your own best time, or with others, spurring friendly competition at the breakfast table. This toy was a hit not only with kids but also with adults, making it a cereal box staple for a number of years. It was an ingenious way of starting the day, turning breakfast time into an exciting adventure. The miniature maze game turned the humble cereal box into a treasure chest, encouraging children to eat their breakfast and look forward to the fun that awaited them at the bottom of the box. The impact of this toy on the cereal brand was immense. It boosted sales, increased brand loyalty, and made the brand synonymous with fun and enjoyment. This toy truly made mornings brighter, but the top 2 are even more thrilling. Just missing the top spot at number 2 is the iconic miniature puzzle cube, a tiny symbol of intrigue and challenge that captivated children worldwide. This toy, with its colorful spinning sides, was more than just a plaything. It was a symbol of intellectual prowess, a test of patience and problem-solving that turned breakfast into a brain-training session. The miniature puzzle cube was a unique toy in the sense that it didn't come with instructions. Children were left to their own devices to figure out how to align the colors on each side. This sparked curiosity, creativity, and a sense of accomplishment once the puzzle was solved. It was a toy that encouraged children to think outside the box, quite literally. Its popularity wasn't only confined to the children. Parents loved it too, as it kept the young ones engaged and mentally stimulated, promoting cognitive development in a fun and interactive way. It was a toy that brought a learning element to the breakfast table, transforming mundane morning routines into exciting adventures. The impact of the miniature puzzle cube on the cereal brand was phenomenal. It acted as a magnet, pulling in customers, young and old, and creating a buzz that was hard to ignore. Sales soared and brand loyalty strengthened, all thanks to this tiny yet influential toy. This toy was a close contender for the top spot. Now it's time for our number 1. And finally, the most popular child cereal toy is the color-changing spoon. This nifty little utensil captured the hearts of millions of children thanks to its magical ability to change color when dipped in cold milk. Kids would rush to the breakfast table just to see the spoon turn from a plain white to a vibrant blue, pink, or green. The simple act of eating cereal became a magical experience, making morning routines fun and exciting. Its popularity was not just due to its novelty, but also its practicality. It was a toy that could be played with at the breakfast table without causing too much of a mess. Plus, it encouraged kids to eat their cereal to reveal the color change, cleverly promoting healthy eating habits. The color-changing spoon had a significant impact on children and the cereal brand. It drove sales, created lasting memories, and set a high bar for cereal toys. This toy truly stood out as the most popular and memorable toy in child cereals. So, there you have it. The top 5 most popular toys in child cereals. We've journeyed from the humble beginnings of the 5th toy to the surprising charm of the 4th. the third toy's enduring appeal, the second's innovative design, and finally, the unrivaled popularity of our number one toy. Each of these toys have their unique place in cereal history, offering not just a breakfast, but an experience. These toys brought joy and excitement to our breakfast tables and will forever be remembered as a fun part of our childhood.